Okay, welcome back. Ian from learnpracticalgis.com talking about how to install Quantum GIS. Where we got to last time is we got to the point where we downloaded this file here called QGIS-OSGO4W-1.8.0-1 setup.exe. All future versions of this file will look similar. So if you're watching this, a little bit after another release or something, you can expect a file of a similar sort of a name. It's basically saying it's QGIS version 1.8.0-1. Okay, we can expect there to be -2s, -3s, and 1.9s and 2.0s and so forth. The important thing is it's the setup file, and what we're going to do now is we're going to double click on this, which will start the setup program. Here we go. And we can expect this to take a little while to have a bit of a think and have a look at your system and what's on your system and to load and so forth. I think this probably takes a minute or more on my system, which is running Windows Vista. Okay, here we are. It's my computer has recognized this setup file. It's not a Microsoft file, so it's just saying, do you really want to run this? Well, yeah, we're going to trust it because we've downloaded it from the from the Quantum GIS site. So just go allow. And here we are. Here's this screen, the setup screen. It's just saying that ideally you would it's just saying ideally that you would close all other applications that you might be running. And I don't tend to have problems if I've got other things running, but it is a very safe thing to do. So you are advised to do it. Obviously, I'm running recording software to record this video, so I'm going to have to keep that going. But I have closed just about everything else that I had open. Okay, so here we go. Next. And you're now presented with a license agreement. Now, you are absolutely entitled not to accept this license agreement. But the problem is that if you don't accept it, the program won't install. So in actual fact, you're just going to have to accept it and go ahead. So click the I agree button, and you're presented with this option here that has a look at your system. It says it's going to need, a bit over half a gigabyte, 565.9 megabytes. It's saying that I've got 81.5 gigabytes available on my system. It's getting pretty full. Going to have a bit of a look. Making these videos really takes up a lot of space. Please, unless you have a really, really good reason to change the destination folder here, please just take the default. It's going to make it so much easier for me to help you if you've got installation problems or so forth. But look, it should install just fine. I'm hoping this. I've had no problems installing it. I've installed it on a number of different computers without problems. Okay, so click the next button, and what you're presented with now is the option to install some sample data sets. Now, if you want to install sample data sets, go ahead and do that. But I'm going to provide you with some data that I will be going through with you in the rest of this tutorial. So you don't need to install the data sets unless you really want to, because they're going to take up more space. Well, look, let's have a look. So that's going to, so instead of 565 megabytes, 852, 893, 9, so it's about another 100 megabytes or no, hang on, 599, nearly half a gigabyte again. Okay, so it's your choice. If you've got lots of space and you want to play, that's fine, but otherwise I'll supply the data sets for you. And off we go. So you can see this, you can imagine from what we're seeing, this is going to take a little while. So I am going to pause this video for the moment. Okay, here we are. We are almost installed. This is about 5 minutes after I've had this paused for, and we've installed the Visual C, preparing to install Visual C. So we're going through another installation process. Don't be surprised when this happens. Please don't cancel it, because there'll be parts of the system that won't run if you cancel this installation. And we'll, I might pause this again. Oh no, here we go. We're going to pause it again. Okay, so here's our final screen. It comes up. I've had this pause for probably about 6 or 7 minutes all up. Now, these are the sorts of processes that I quite often do. Go and have a cup of coffee or morning tea or afternoon tea, put these sorts of things on before having dinner and before cooking dinner, and come back after dinner because I've got a home office. Yeah, you need to pace yourself with this stuff because there's a lot of waiting. But anyway, so we finished the installation, and it should be finished, and I'm just going to pause this while I see if I can find an icon. So here we are back. On my desktop, what we see are 3 new icons. The one we actually want to look at is the one called Quantum GIS Desktop 1.8.0, and as I've said before, you know, there's likely to be future releases of this Quantum GIS, so don't expect these numbers to stay the same, and perhaps even the symbol might be a bit different. But the installation procedure I've just showed you will undoubtedly remain the same for versions in the near future. So if I was to double click this Quantum GIS Desktop, what you would see is the Quantum GIS launch. So that's what we're going to do in the next video. Bye for now.